The global box office is currently being pushed to its absolute limits by a single film. Even before the first screening, the industry pressure on Peddi was massive. Analysts were looking for a release that could pull crowds back into theaters at a significant scale. A massive share of that pressure rested on Charan, who returned to the big screen to answer that exact demand. This chart illustrates exactly how large that demand was. On day one, the worldwide gross shattered standard blockbuster baselines, landing between 112 and 135 crore rupees globally. That specific figure pushes the data point up to solidify Ram Charan's highest-grossing solo opening ever. The immediate result of that opening was a total shift in trade conversations. The debate over whether the movie would be profitable ended by Friday afternoon, replaced entirely by calculations of how high the ceiling might be. With the question of basic success instantly resolved, we now have to track exactly how massive this run is about to become. Opening numbers rely on pre-release hype, but the lifespan of a theatrical run is dictated by the second day. The Friday to Saturday drop tells us if audiences actually liked what they saw. By the end of Saturday, the film's India gross pushed swiftly past the 100.8 crore mark. Looking at this graph of the pure India net collections, which strips away the taxes, the 48-hour trajectory climbs sharply to lock in at 86 crore rupees. To understand how it accumulated that much cash so quickly, we have to break down the domestic map by language. This regional breakdown shows the home base delivered exactly as expected. On day 2 alone, the Telugu version dominated the chart, pulling in between 14.2 and 15.3 crores across the core states. To maintain a massive national total, you need the Hindi belt to show up, and it maintained the momentum by contributing a solid 1.09 to 1.21 crore to Saturday's haul. Add in the steady trickle of revenue from the Tamil and Kannada markets, and the board is fully covered. Seeing strong holds across multiple distinct regional markets simultaneously proves this is a compounding national draw, rather than a localized spike that will quickly fade. Raw numbers tell us people are buying tickets, but they don't explain the underlying mechanics of that demand. Director Buchi Babu calibrated a very specific script to hit multiple target demographics at once. He layered a high-stakes sports backdrop with deep emotional family drama, and then punctuated it with the heavy mass action sequences that large crowds demand. Pair that broad structural appeal with the on-screen dynamic between Ram Charan and Janhvi Kapoor, and you have a highly marketable package. It's this exact combination of broad, accessible genres and recognizable leads that insulates a film from the typical second-day drop-off. The concrete data from Friday and Saturday gives trade analysts enough runway to map out the immediate future. This projected trendline shows Peddi is on a direct collision course to break into the 200 crore global club by the end of Sunday night. Crossing the 200 crore threshold in a single opening weekend completely resets the baseline for the remainder of its theatrical window. Looking at these final options, the question for the long run is where the final tally will land. Are we looking at a 300 crore finish, a 500 crore sprint, or is it going to rewrite the upper limits of the box office entirely? Drop your final run predictions down in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the final numbers as this run develops. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.